Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, what do I mean by live? What I mean is that this is not a situation where I've already recorded everything and now I'm coming back and doing some sort of voiceover where I'm explaining what's already happened. Nothing like that. I don't know what's coming next. So if you just want an unscripted, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you, because I literally, I'm recording myself, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. Now, my plan, and I just say my plan because, like I said, everything is always subject to change, but pretty sure going to be watching and trading mRNA here out of the opening gates, watching $318 as a very important level. So hopefully the price can stay up above it. Right now we have a bid, we have a bid that's dropping down to right around 318. Ideally, the price stays above it. We'll see what happens. But in my mind, that's a very, very interesting level. But that's going to be the game plan as of right now. So I'll go ahead and pause and be back at the open. Well, a little update here. You can see now, known as the bid, that number is not 318. So that level has been broken. So right now, looking like I might be left here in the dust. But still got a little bit before the market opens, so maybe it recovers back upwards. But that was definitely the ideal situation here that I was looking at, and trying to get. However, right now, not seeming as though it'll work out, but we'll see. And just real quick, maybe you've already noticed, but I do have a cold. So if this is like your first video ever, I don't normally sound like this, but have a cold. Still want to do a video though, because I really do like the potential here. So I want to try to capture it all on video here. But yeah, do have a cold. Market's opening up here in just a few moments. But what would be great is if this could get up to, I don't know, let's call it 319.50, 320, and then start to come back down to 318. That would be absolutely amazing. Will that happen? No idea. But if in my little perfect world, that would be fantastic. But yeah, these spreads are opening up here quite a bit right now. And market's going to open up any point. There we go. So markets are open. So let's see what am I just going to get left behind? Maybe so. Yeah, well, nothing I can do with that. Now, if this thing wants to bounce upwards, and then, like I said, come back down through 318. There we go. Good, good. Okay. Want to see how this candle plays out here first. Only doing 100 shares because, as you can see right now, this thing is very volatile. Okay, in there at 318. Let's see if this thing can start to make a further move to the downside here. I'm not opposed to adding more. What is that? 317. Yeah, at this point, I will add more at 317 if 317 can come back into play. But as of now, maybe I'm going to have to bow out. This is exactly why I only did 100 shares. But yeah, if this thing, like I said, wants to come down to 317, I will add in another 100 shares here, because that would mean that this bounce here has failed. So as of now, very, very happy I only did 100 shares. Because had I done bigger share size, I'm not quite sure I'd be able to sit through this. So let's see if it does want to come back down. So just a waiting game. Doesn't want to come back down. I'm going to go ahead and change that back to 318. I'm not going to wait till 317 at this point. But I am going to wait until the 318 mark. $319.50, I'm guessing, is going to be a pretty challenging area, given that's where the VWAP is. In fact, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and move that adding point up to, let's call it 319. So add at 319 with an expected break of 318. Okay, coming down. Again, not willing to add unless it hits 319. Knocking on the door 320. Okay, and more. Can we get the break of 318 now, though? Looking for follow through to the downside. Do I still want to potentially add more at 318 is the question. We'll see how the chart continues to develop here, but yes, I may be interested in adding more at 318. But let's see how this plays out here. Or do I want to go again at 319? Maybe even 319.50. Yeah, 319.50. I will look to add in 50 more shares. I'm liking the way this candle's forming. But got to see 319.50. 320.40, random area. Very stubborn right now, though. Okay, in there at 319.50 for another 50 shares. But let's see this thing get going here. Can it break down? There we go. 318 though. That's going to be the golden goose break. Do I want to add some more at 318 if it comes down to that area? I got to just trust the chart here. I mean, right now it's taking shape. Well, I really think the right thing to do would be to add more at 318 if it gets down to that area. $318. I am going to add. That's the right thing to do here. But I got to see it at 318. What does it want to do? Well, some patience is very, very clearly being required on this one. Well, now it's bouncing up here a little bit. Oh, wow. All right, well. Gonna try to sit through this a bit more, but I'm gonna have to be waving the white flag here very soon. Wow, this is unfortunate. Like I said, just trying to 321. I am gonna add though, because this would be a pretty big 321. Failed, move to the upside. So watching 321 for a potential add. But I don't know, this might be a legitimate spike here. I'll have to be out if this goes up over 325. And it did. And I'm out. Ouch. $1,600 loss. Wow, and I trusted it. Trusted it. And it didn't break down, and it just completely turned around on me. But 322, like I said, I still like this quite a bit. What is that? 322.50. What is that? Yeah, 322.50. And I'm going to size up just because I really do like this setup, especially that candle right there. But I got to wait for confirmation. Just can't hop in right now. Okay, in there at 322.77. Looking for this thing to come back down. And 322.25 is going to be that first key breakdown point. So there we go. Want to see this thing down below 321 though. $320.85. I'm suspecting that's going to be a stubborn area, assuming the price can get down there. Let's see what it wants to do. So starting to make a move here. We're looking at that right on that yellow line, right there on the VWAP. So it's really just a VWAP play now. The question becomes, is that VWAP going to fail? That's what this all revolves around right now. If that VWAP does fail, I should be looking very pretty. $321 is going to be that first key breakdown point though. Okay, knocking on that door. But look at that, right on that yellow line, and the price once again holds. Like I said, this is a total VWAP play. Banking on the fact that I think that VWAP is going to fail. A very, very, very stubborn level. So yeah, it can be a big if, but the good news is, if it is overcome, you got to think that this thing starts to get some good momentum to the downside. But it is a big if. But yeah, this 321 area, oh so stubborn. Almost this 321.20 area. Oh, wow. Just like that. There we go. Can we get down below 320? Let's see some momentum here. There we go. Can we get 319 break? Still have 250 shares left. Looking to see this thing get down below 319 though. There we go. Can it finally break through 318? Remember that 318 level? Still have 100 shares left. Once again, bounce right off that 319-ish area. Isn't that crazy? This area just right down here, once again, price bounce from it. But I don't know, maybe this will finally be the time. I guess one can hope, right? That doesn't sound right, because you don't want to hold in hope. But hope in the sense of, hey, maybe this will finally be the time. 318.50. What a stubborn level you are. All right, knocking on the door. Oh my goodness, look at this area. The level I've been talking about from the beginning. So I mean, I don't know why I'm shocked to see that it's behaving in this way. But I mean, just give me the breakdown. You know you want to break it. Come on, 318. Narrowing it once again. And once again, stalling. Goodness. Well, there's clearly something going on at 318. There's a hidden buyer. There's something down there. Because as you've witnessed, this thing refuses to get down through that level. Took out 25 shares more. If I can get the 318 break, I could get back to green here. That's why I'm not just hopping out now. I could still potentially lose money on some of these final shares. But if I get that move, that very well could bring me back to green. So I got to give myself the chance. I got to just be patient still and see if this 318 mark wants to go. But as of now, so stubborn. I mean, you got to think if it breaks, it's just going to like go down to 317 in the blink of an eye. Look at 318. I've tried to commentate this whole thing and run out of things to say other than come on 318. Hey, there we go. All right, broken. As of now, though, a very lackluster break. Okay, took out a few more. Still have 50 shares left, though, but this that break and now this green candle has me worried. Because I thought that would be the move that really got the party going that much more. And as of now, it hasn't been. But that's why I still do have 25 shares, just in case this thing does actually want to make a move. 317.60. Where did that come from? All right, I'm going to call that good. And, well, still down 116. And I'm just not quite sure if this thing's going to, I mean, maybe it'll get the breakdown here. But what's also got me a little unsure is 5 minute. 5 minutes getting pretty overextended to the downside. So, I mean, can this continue to stretch? I mean, it can, sure. I mean, is it really likely? Not quite sure. Maybe now that I'm out, it'll finally break. Wow, we're at 26 minutes. But, I mean, those are just a couple of and there it goes. So maybe, I mean, I guess in hindsight, had I coulda, shoulda, woulda, had I held on all 500. But, you know, I had to take off 200, you know, when I did, just because, I mean, that was still about, what, $2.50 in my favor already. No more than that. Yeah. So, and then, yeah, with the remaining ones, I'm looking at my orders right now. No, I played that well. But just couldn't quite get all the way back to green. But you don't want to hold a position just to say, I got to hold. So I get back to green. Now down 116. So needless to say, a pretty rocky road. But and I do understand, hey, Clay, well, I mean, why did you even stop? Why did you even stop out here? I mean, why didn't you just hold? Well, I mean, in hindsight, yeah, I should have never stopped out. But I suppose in my credit, I did recognize, okay, nice setup. And it pulled down. And then... Yeah, who remembers the VWAP play? I said that I thought we would get the break. I did get the break, and from that moment there, you know, very fast move. And now it was just a matter of, did it want to move down enough? And it didn't quite do it with my scaling out method to bring me all the way back to the green. But from down, you know, $16.75 to now being down $116, I will take it. Let me look around and see if there's anything else out there that maybe catches my eye. Watching 315 here on mRNA for potentially another short-sided trade. All right, I'll go ahead and pause for now. The video is already long enough. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch you paint dry. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call things good. Right now, I totally have the YouTube voice going on that's saying, Clay, how awesome of a video would this be if you went from being down $1,700, $1,600, whatever it was, to actually being green on the day. That is the exact voice that I've kind of just had to acknowledge to myself that is going on right now. And that's not a good voice to listen to. So yes, I would love to make a great video where I sit here and say, hey, I'm back in the green, but that's at this point, going to force me to do something, going to cause me to just take a trade for the sake of taking a trade for the YouTube video. And, you know, that's just not I've learned that over the years, if I listen to the YouTube voice, I can get myself into some non-ideal situations. So I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. So I am closing down red on the day, and I'm going to just move on with my day. But like I said, that loss looks a whole lot better than what it was. And unfortunately, like I said, this little move right there, I mean, you got to be disciplined, got to get out, because for all I knew, that thing was just going to keep on going. I gave the thing some wiggle room. I tried to sit through what I thought was a spike, and then it made another push. And at that point, you know, at some point, you just have to wave the white flag and be like, all right, I maybe just got this thing very wrong, but I didn't. You know, I was right the entire time. It wanted to come down, but that's the difficult part, right? Think about it. I was right, yet I still lost money in that main trade. How is that possible? Well, my timing was off, right? I just got in a bit too soon, could not sit through that. But the second time, again, to, I guess, pat myself on the back a little bit, is, you know, I didn't totally abandon ship, saw some good formations, took the trade, and, you know, almost brought me back to green. But that is just the nature of how trading goes sometimes, is you can be right from a broad sense, but if your timing's off, then, yeah, you're still going to lose money. But so that's all I have closing down the day. I don't know, with commissions, let's call it $125-ish. Very happy with that. That's an amount that, you know, I'm very confident that I can recover from. So that's all I have. If you enjoyed this video, if you appreciate the transparency of showing a red day, then please let me know in the comment section by either leaving a basic, or how about this? Do both. Leave me a comment, hit that like button. Those two things go a long way in communicating to me that you enjoy these live trade videos. And as long as I know people will continue to enjoy these live trade videos, even as difficult as they are to make, I will continue to make them. So yeah, wow, if you're still here right now, as far as I'm concerned, we are friends because we are over 30 minutes now on the video. But this was quite the ride today. I appreciate you coming along with me for it. Everybody take care, have a good one, and remember, as always, manage that risk.
First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.